After my last video about Bell palsy and preeclampsia journey, I received so many DMs about people asking me different questions. A lot of people wanted to know what exactly happened to me, how did it happen, and most importantly, how did I recover? And honestly, it saddened me to know that many women are experiencing this complication, and unfortunately, so many may experience them in future. And that is why I feel this is a conversation we need to have. I want people to be more aware of these conditions, to know the signs, and most importantly, to understand that you should never ignore changes happening in your body during pregnancy. Hi guys, my name is Moromoke, a Nigerian mom of 2 living in Canada. So today, I'm going to share my story, how my Bell palsy and preeclampsia journey started, what actually happened to me, and how I eventually recovered. Let's go back to March 2024. I was 36 weeks pregnant with my first child. I remember waking up on a Sunday morning and immediately I noticed something was wrong with the left side of my face. It looks different and I had very little control over that side. At first, I was completely confused. I wanted to brush my teeth as usual, but when I tried to rinse my mouth, I realized I couldn't even spit out the water properly. I was scared. I kept asking myself, what exactly is happening to me? How did it happen? Is this a stroke? So many questions running through my head. But luckily for me, I already had an appointment with my gynecologist the following day, so I decided I'm going to explain everything to her. The next day, I went to see her. She was shocked seeing the condition on my face, and remember, I was only 36 weeks pregnant. She immediately checked my blood pressure, and that was when things took a completely different turn. My blood pressure was completely high. She immediately looked at me and said, Romy, you need to go to the hospital immediately. And I remember thinking, why? I'm not even due yet. I'm not in labor, so why do I need to go to the hospital? But she explained my blood pressure was dangerously high and I needed urgent medical attention. Eventually, I was told I needed emergency C-section. At that point, everything happened so quickly. Thankfully, the C-section was successful. My baby was born healthy, but my journey didn't end there. I couldn't simply go home because my blood pressure was still high. I was transferred to the ICU while my baby remained in the hospital, but thankfully did not need to be in the ICU with me. I spent several days there while the doctor monitored to get my blood pressure under control because it wasn't safe for me to go home in that condition. Eventually, I was discharged with several medications, including eye drop. Before I was discharged, I was assessed by physiotherapists who worked on me and showed me several exercises to help with my face. So when I got home, I continued with the exercise. I practiced smiling. I practiced moving the affected side of my face. I used my hand to gently assist with the weak side of my face, and most importantly, I stayed consistent with the medication and followed the instruction I was given. But I also wanted to know what was happening to me, so I started researching. I went on YouTube, Google, TikTok, Instagram just to get more information. I wanted to see people who had gone through Bell palsy and recovered. I wanted to know what their journey was like because at that point, I needed hope. I needed to know I could get better too, and slowly with time, consistency, my medication, exercise, and most importantly, my faith, I started seeing improvement. And every day, I would look at my face and assess the progress. And I prayed. I remember telling God, this was not the plan you had for me. Please restore me back to who I was. I truly believe God saw me through that season. Today, I look back, I am grateful because I can confidently say that I recovered so much. And of course, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that my face was 100% exactly the way it was before, because I believe it is important to be honest. And honestly, if I don't tell you I went through Bell palsy, you probably wouldn't even know. I also had to be intentional about protecting my peace during that period. I tried to stay away from things that unnecessarily increase my stress or make me constantly emotional. I didn't want to spend my days crying, overthinking, or putting myself under unnecessary pressure. I was recovering physically, but I also needed to take care of myself emotionally. So to everyone in my DMs asking me how I recovered, I hope this answers some of your questions. And if you are currently going through something similar, please don't lose hope. I mean, look at me. Follow your doctor's instruction, take your prescribed medications, attend your appointments, and stay consistent with every exercise you have been advised to do. For me, Things like practicing facial movements, staying consistent with my recovery routine were part of my journey. But everyone's journey is different, so please speak with your healthcare professional about what is safe and appropriate for you. And most importantly, please listen to your body. If you are pregnant and something suddenly feels wrong or different, please don't ignore. Get checked. I am sharing my story because I want other pregnant women to hear it and realize they need to take their symptoms seriously, because sometimes your body is trying to tell you something. And I hope my story encourages someone, gives someone hope, and most importantly, helps someone recognize the importance of seeking medical attention when something doesn't feel right. This was my journey with Bell palsy and preeclampsia. I am grateful to God that I am here today with my babies, healthy and able to share my story with you all.